The Wicked press tour has been well underway, and the other night Cynthia Erivo did not give interviews with the press at the premiere in New York on the 17th due to her getting laryngitis, and Ariana Grande, in solidarity, did not give the interviews either. Now, as to that, I would say fair enough, actually. Many people were finding their behavior very weird, and there's a theory that's going around that they were silenced due to the string of flops that Universal Pictures had been having. I totally understand where that theory is coming from. However, I believe that is probably not the case. Okay? Just saying, given how they both are with each other, I would say that it is likely that Cynthia had laryngitis and Ariana did do it in solidarity. And I just say it is likely. I'm not 100% confirming that, okay? The Wicked IP is big enough to carry the film through the success like it did last year, even with their touchy-feely behavior. It didn't affect it at all, actually. This touchy-feely behavior may not be what we think, though, according to a recent interview on a podcast that Ariana Grande appeared on. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters.
I crown you Queen of the Woke!
Let's chat about it. Please do let me know what you think of everything that is going on with Ariana and Cynthia in the comments below, and please do keep it friendly in the chat. Now, Ariana Grande went on Amy Poehler's, sorry if I've butchered that, Good Hang podcast. In the podcast, they were discussing Wicked. Ariana touches on the fact that when she first met Cynthia, she went right in with her energy because they were working together on a project and saying that she would be there for her, which is also fair enough, actually, because actors do have a tendency to do that. We like to stick together. We like to share stories and things like that, anecdotes, whatnot, and all of that. So I totally understand where that is coming from. Now, Amy, in this clip that I've got for you, brings up physical contact, and she actually does it very tactfully, I would say, and Ariana answers her. I've got the clip right here, and the full podcast is linked for you below, should you wish to go and watch it for yourself. And it's actually quite a nice podcast to watch, actually. I quite enjoyed it. So anyway, let's get to it.
You about the stuff that you made and the way, and also you guys just physically checked in. Like, it's really sweet how you touch each other. You like to touch,
like, okay, that was very gentle, very well approached there, but it did sound a bit odd. I will admit that's why they ended up laughing.
in a non-sexual way,
God.
and it is
Yeah.
in a loving way
Yes.
of like supporting each other.
Yes.
You like to hold each other's like hands and be there for, it's very sweet.
Yes.
You like to do that with people. Am I wrong?
I do. I am very. I channel a lot of energy through my hands.
Yeah.
And
I do that as well. My hands go a bit chaotic.
so
Yeah.
I'm always holding a hand. I'm always like squeezing a something, as you've learned. I'm always reaching for something. Sometimes
We have so
it's like,
many
yeah,
things here that you can
sometimes-
squeeze fake food if you want.
That's wonderful. No, but it's often it's often like who I'm with, and
You
my,
want-
you know,
yes.
yeah. It's like I
Mhm.
like to channel support and energy and like whatever. I didn't even notice that it was a thing about me until that thing happened,
Mhm.
and then
You're
I
talking
was-
about when you grabbed Cynthia's
Yes.
little finger. It was so cute.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the was going on,
Sure.
and
you're like, and you just reached over a little teeny tiny
and
grab.
I knew it was tender and sincere
Tender.
and beautiful, and I just wanted to be supportive. I was like, oh my
Yes.
God.
And it was so sweet.
And
and
it felt sweet. It
but
felt
again, a
beautiful, and
great
it was
example
beautiful.
of in a awkward or confusing moment, you guys kept turning towards each other.
Yes, and I think that's something that we've worked hard to maintain. And
Mhm.
you know, there's a lot of time that passes between the wrapping of the film and then the press tour happening.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's a check-in here and there when you can. You know, we're both so busy, but we do our very best to stay connected in that way and to take care of each other. Let's all take care of each other so that we can honor the project as much as humanly possible and do great work.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you have it. That's her answer. According to Amy, it's platonic, and to Ariana, it's become a bit of a habit. And I do understand where she's coming from in that. And I will say that I do believe it as well to a massive degree. We all have quirks. like that. Okay, my hands do go all over the place. Not so much in these videos because I have 2 arms rests that keep me just sort of like rooted here. But one of the things as an actress that I find is that my hands, when I'm trying to rehearse or something, they start going all over the place like this, and I have to find a way to pull it back. It's much easier to pull it back than step it up, I will say. Now, what I will say though, is that for me personally, it's not the hand holding. Quite often, more than not, we see instances of them getting into each other's personal space. Maybe Cynthia more than Ariana, maybe, and I'm just saying maybe, okay? It appears to me that they seem to overstep the boundaries when you're looking at something from a professional perspective, all right? They are out there. They are doing a job. Yes, they are supporting another. Fine. Okay. Do that. But that is what they are there to do. They are there to do a job. So the touchy feely should really be pulled back. Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot. Even if that's how they are with each other, away from the limelight, I don't care. It was a boundary that was pulled down for last year's press tour and this one to a degree. And I will admit that I was very surprised when they were told, well, they were not told, sorry, they were not told to, put that back up that boundary, which would obviously tie into any theory surrounding the universal pictures and the fact that Cynthia did not speak and Ariana did not speak in solidarity, and that was purposely stopped. However, a lot of people do actually find that it is off-putting, and I would agree. I wouldn't be allowed to do this at work or when I'm performing. It just wouldn't be allowed. So what's so different in this situation? I think they need to put their professionalism back up. It's great that they are close, and I'm not going to knock that. It really is, because, everybody needs people close to them in their lives. But the focus when you're working on Wicked and going around and doing your press tour should be Wicked and not what they are doing with each other. But it's all become a bit distracting because in the middle of an interview, suddenly we've got the correction of a necklace, or there's some kind of fluff that's on Ariana or even Cynthia or whatever, so it becomes distracting. So they need to put those barriers back up. And I think this is why people are finding it very odd. We're not used to seeing that kind of behavior on press tours. So it is bizarre. I do get it, and I understand where they're coming from. But at the end of the day, you're there to do a job. You're there to be professional. At most, just keep it to hand holding. Don't go any further than that. Otherwise, people are just going to question everything. Anyway, that's what I think. Please do let me know what you think. Check out some of the other content I've picked out for you. Chat about it. Don't shout about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget you can join me on my other platforms as well. I've got YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, X, TikTok, Instagram, Locals, Substack, and I also have a Discord. Everything is linked below.